So, instead, we're going to look for another copy of you somewhere within thy deck. Let's see. Ah, there she be. There she be. Blood Chiefs, and do we have another land? Swamp. Check. Wow, actually, I kept way more lands than I should have there. Whoopsie. Yeah, you're Yon. You're Voskian. Oh, it's happening. It's happening. It's so happening. La 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 la. Boo. Ah. Dang it, Tergrid. Sorry, it's in the name. But ooh. Boo. Are y'all ready to be scared today? Scared, frightless, or rather scare your opponent? Crapless? Tergrid, God of Fright, is who we're going to be focusing on today. This 5-mana 4/5 God creature also has Menace, and furthermore reads whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-token permanent, which we're not going to be focusing on, or discards a permanent card, which we are going to be focusing on, you may put that card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Now, how are we going to be using this ability to get 20 plus free permanents on our opponent's turn? Well, I'm glad you asked, actually. That's my whole job here, is to explain it. So, we all remember the combo of Peer into the Abyss, Nyx Lotus, Underworld Dreams, right? Underworld turn 3, Nyx Lotus turn 4, and then Peer into the Abyss turn 5 for that insta-win goodness. Now, this combo is still very prevalent in the deck and still very much works. So, there's also a way where we can go turn 4 Nyx Lotus, turn 5 Tergrid, and turn 6 Peer into the Abyss, which is ultimately the combo we're going for today. Now, of course, we still have the turn 5 insta-win, so if you manage to get Underworld Dreams down on turn 3 and Nyx Lotus on turn 4 and have the Peer into the Abyss, well, that is going to be a completely free win for you. However, if you can manage to do the Nyx Lotus Tergrid Peer into the Abyss, what you're going to end up doing is play down Nyx Lotus, play down Tergrid, hope that she lives, kind of. We also have Malakir to help offset that hopefulness, right? And then furthermore, you're going to play Peer into the Abyss, target your opponent, they're going to draw cards equal to half the number of cards in their library and lose half their life. Now, when they draw cards equal to half the number of cards in the library, they'll have had 7 in starting hand and maybe drawn 7, 8 more, whatever. So that's like 15 cards out of 60. Now we're going to make them draw, you know, half of 45, which is like 22, 23, right? Rounded up each time, so 23. Draw those 23 cards into their hand. Everything over 7. Right, because you can only have 7 cards in hand, they have to discard. And, well, now you're finally coming around to it. So after you hit them with the Peer into the Abyss, and they discard, you know, 20 cards, however many extra they may have, Tergrid's going to proc, and you're going to be able to put all those cards from their end step onto your side of the board, which means come your turn, when you untap, when you hit that upkeep, every creature you put down on your side of the board from their side, you can attack with. Every, you know, planeswalker you got back, you can use. So, very good, very cool ability that allows you to get literally 20 plus permanents down in a single turn, which is, again, incredible. Now, a couple more ways that we can end up proccing our Tergrid, just in case, you know, we don't get the big Kumbaya, whatever, Coup de Grace. I think that's what Kumbaya. Coup de Grace finisher, right? We have Malakir to return our Tergrid to the field and make sure that she's going to stay okay. We have Duress for that cheap turn 1, or, you know, if after you play Tergrid, 1 mana, play of revealing the opponent's hand, choosing a non-creature, non-land, which means it can be a planeswalker, an enchantment, an artifact, any of that kind of stuff. Make them discard, and of course Tergrid's going to allow us to get that back on our side of the board, which means we could theoretically have like a turn 1, which means we could theoretically have a 1 mana Yugen pop up on our side, which is always fun, right? 3 copies of Blood Chief's Thirst for removal, 3 copies of Heartless Act for removal, 2 copies of Elspeth's Nightmare, which acts as both removal, extra discard for Tergrid, and the ability to exile our opponent's entire graveyard, which is really, really good given the amount of decks that have graveyard interaction in the meta, right? Next up, we have Murderous Rider. More removal, also a creature that can come down and add to your devotion, and also a creature that has lifelink, which means it can defend, it can attack, and keep you in the game a little bit longer, right? Underworld, we talked about. Extinction Event, just some good board wipe. You know, we're obviously going for a higher end play, a higher costing combo. So you want to make sure that you don't get wiped before then, basically, right? Skull Raid, really good, sorta. I really like the card, and you can use it with Tergrid to, you know, sort of hit your opponent where it hurts. And if you do foretell it and you use it, and your opponent doesn't have cards to discard, then you're just paying 2 mana for a draw 2 spell, which isn't that bad at all. However, ultimately, you will always end up paying 4 mana for this spell, whether it's sorcery speed or you foretell it for 2 and then you pay 2 to cast it. You're always going to end up sinking 4 mana into this, and 4 mana to make your opponent discard 2. It's just not always worth it. So, just a one-off in our deck here today. 2 copies of Hagra Mauling to help with the land fixing, as well as help as the removal aspect. Liliana can make each player discard a card. Each opponent who can't loses 3 life, which means, yes, if we have her down in Tergrid, we can make our opponent discard every single turn. Same thing with Rankle. Again, each player discards, each player draws a card, blah, 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 blah. Great at helping us find our combo. Also great at making our opponent sacrifice stuff / discard. Shadow's Verdict, really big board wipe, and as you'll notice, we do have Murderous Rider, but outside of that, we don't have any small creatures, so we really don't have to worry about Shadow's Verdict hitting any of our own stuff. Also, since Murderous Rider gets cycled back into our deck after it dies, it doesn't go into the graveyard. Shadow's Verdict will only ever hit it if it's on the battlefield, and if it is, and you're using this, then more than likely you needed that board wipe more than that creature anyways, right? Now, Tergrid, we do have the flip side of this. Tergrid's Lantern, 4 mana legendary artifact. Tap it, target player loses 3 life unless they sacrifice a non-land permanent or discard a card. Obviously, you can play down both sides of Tergrid, and they're both pretty good. We're aiming for the God of Fright side, but if your opponent's got a lot of removal, you can see that it's not going to happen. Just play down the Lantern and win that way, right? Next up, we have Blood on the Snow, which reminds me now that I've forgotten something. And that is to change all of our swamps and castles, or well, just swamps, into snowlands, because Blood on the Snow, great board wipe, easy way to get Tergrid back from the graveyard, back onto your battlefield, right? So 6 mana, choose 1, destroy all creatures, destroy all planeswalkers, then return a creature or planeswalker with converted mana cost X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the amount of snow spent to cast this spell. You can get Liliana back, you can get Tergrid back, all that cool stuff. And then last but not least, of course, we have the Peer into the Abyss card itself, and 4 copies because we're trying to hit this combo, right? We really want to see it. So outside of that, we have 22 basic lands. We have 2 more from Hagra and 2 more from Malakir, giving us a total of 26, which should be more than enough dealing with this deck. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the deck tech breakdown. If so, please be sure to leave a like down below, comment in the comment section, and of course, more important than anything, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, and stick around for more. Watch all the way through to the end of the video so you get the most out of the video, right? You get to see all the plays that I've made mistakes with, or you get to see the cool plays, the cool interactions, the cool nifty little tricks, if you will. Anyways, without further ado, let's dive right into our match. All right, Silas? Hope that's right. Anyways, we're going to keep this hand and we're going to say hello. Because now that I've realized that the mute button doesn't work, maybe we should start treating our opponent a little bit nicer, right? Because, my golly, that one from earlier was annoying. Alright, turn 1 Duress. We see their Yorion deck, so we know this is a good turn, a good play. They have Cultivates, they have Elspeth's Nightmares, they have Wolfwillow Havens. Honestly, I feel like the Cultivate is the worst of that. Them getting to look into my hand, though, is horrific as well. But we're not going to play any creatures. I'm going to take Cultivate from them. I can still play the Wolfwillow and ramp in that manner, but, you know. We're kind of leaving our luck to the gods anyways, because we really need to top deck some stuff here. We got nothing but lands, Extinction Event, and a Peer into the Abyss. So, being up against control deck here, we didn't keep the best hand possible. But, you know, there's no way of knowing that we're up against control until we are. And, well, seeing an Extinction Event in hand means it could be... Ooh, okay, so they are going for our hand, I see. Well, let me get the Liliana out of it then, right? Because we can't really do anything about Extinction Event right now. Do I want to discard a land? Because if I discard one of my non-creature permanents, they can take the other one, right? Non-creature, non-land from their hand. That player discards it. So yeah, let me just discard a land. let us just discard a land. And then they'll have to choose if they want to get rid of my Pure or my Extinction Event, which should be a pretty easy option, honestly. Get rid of the, yep. I was going to say get rid of the Pure if you're not playing creatures at all and you're full-blown control, and get rid of Extinction Event if you're playing more so. Well, that's fun. That's a fun time to be had here. So we're gonna use Castle now, and again, Tuck, Hope, Pray, the general stuff. Y'all know how it goes in Magic nowadays. You're either playing Magic or you're watching someone else play. That sort of is a what's the word I'm looking for? Obvious statement is the closest thing that comes to mind, but I know there's another word for it. But what I'm actually saying is you're either actually playing and enjoying Magic, or your opponent is, well, playing and enjoying Magic, right? But usually never the both. Usually never the both. Those duresses are coming in handy here, though. I will tell you so. We're gonna draw again, because I got the power. That didn't come out anything like the sun. Another peer, really now, really game. Another peer into the abyss. Sure. I didn't want to draw any of my actual interactables or anything. That'd be silly. That would be crazy. I'm gonna draw oh, English. I'm gonna draw cards till the cows come home if I have to. If that's what I got to do. We're gonna try and get Tergrid down. We know they have a what's it called though? I guess that was. They're not gonna allow her to live, right? They're gonna Heartless Act her. Maybe I should have played the artifact side, huh? But that's not why we're here. All right. It's my turn to take a look-see into your hand. Better play any non-creatures you got. Silas, silly goose. All right, let me get a little look-see. Eliminate. Hey, for the Frisky. Not to be confused with for the Frisky, right? So we are keeping this Yorion deck at bay, so to speak, right? I need a Tergrid. And I need a Tergrid now, right? Because we have the Peer into the Abyss, we have the Nyx Lotus. We are so close on our way to victory, ladies and gentlefish. Righty. Maybe I shouldn't be drawing them cards, you know what I mean? But you gotta do what you gotta do in order to have your fun stuff, you know. And I'm trying to have my fun stuff right here, right now. So we're gonna do it. I'm playing down the Hagra because we have 2 Blood Chiefs plus an Extinction Event in hand, so I don't think creature removal is really what we're worried about right now. However, if they take out my Nyx Lotus or they take out my Rankle, I still want to have 7 mana for the Peer into the Abyss. They may counter, sure, counter me. Why am I choosing to continue to draw them cards? Because I want Tergrid. Say it with me. Tergrid. Damn it. Alright, well, you know what they say. Keep on keeping on. I could use this on myself. Use Peer on myself. Okay. I might. Draws me, what, 19 cards? It's not too shabby. Still no Tergrid, really. Oh, man. I also forgot to swap all my lands to snow lands, and that would have been good for Blood on the Snow. I can't return any of my creatures. Alright, well, I really don't want to do this to myself. I really don't want to do this. Alright, let's do it. Whatever. Do it. Yes. Dolores. What do you got in hand? Show me thy hand. Shadow's Verdict and Eliminate. Man, all this stuff is lame. I should have played Skull Raid. Crap. Ah, crap. Alright, get rid of that. Get rid of a couple of lands. Extinction Event. We got a Heartless. I don't really need Skull Raid. Blood on Snow. We already got one of those. A couple more lands, you know what I mean? Blood Chiefs. Murderous, I'd like to keep. Nyx Lotus. We already got one of those. Heartless Act. We got multiple Blood on the Snows. Don't need all of those. Another land. Underworld Dreams. Hey, that could come in handy. Another land. Peer into the Abyss. I want that. I mean, I guess another land. How many more? One more? Alright. Just discarded all my lands, but you know, we got 3 Heartless Act, a Murderous, Peer, Blood Chiefs, Underworld, Peer. I said Peer twice, but I'm just happy that we got another Peer, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh, I'm gonna use this Peer, and then all of my other Peers are gonna be in the last 18, 19 cards of my deck, right? Which, thankfully, it didn't happen, so we might have enough to do it here. We have 9 mana on board, right? And they don't have any counter magic. Ooh, yeah. GG. GG. So I didn't get Tergrid down, which is definitely their fault, not my fault. Totally not my fault. I guess I could have got down the artifact side of Tergrid, but eventually their bindings would have came down and gotten us, right? For sure. For sure. So they got a lot of stuff here. I'm sure that they could potentially do at instant speed, but I don't think any of it says gain 23 life or negate all abilities on the stack. If they did, like a whirlwind denial. Oh man, that would be good. That would be good. Sultai, you need whirlwind denial. Let me tell you right now. You need to start running some of that whirlwind denial. Alright, GG, Silas. That was fun. We got all the way down to 3 life. Well, I'm not saying that name. Y'all can read it. I'm not saying that. We'll just call you Tang. You know, like the drink. You ever seen the drink? You know, Tang. Apparently there are Strixhaven spoilers out already. Man, y'all need to chill. I'm gonna keep this hand. We don't have the most land, but we do, you know, if I just go ahead and plop down that Hogger, we got a pretty nice setup going with the Tergrid and the Nyx Lotus. We might do something this game. Of course, the Nyx Lotus Tergrid combo kind of works in the opposite manner of the Underworld Nyx Lotus combo. You generally go Nyx Lotus first and then Tergrid, and then because you have that 2 extra permanent, and you obviously had 5 mana sorta to get down Tergrid, then you're now up to 7 and you can play the Peer. So it is like a turn 6 Tergrid for sure ulti, and if you don't have that, there's a turn 5, you know, insta win within the deck, and if you don't have that, I'm sorry. So hopefully no counters from the foe here. No counters. Woohoo! Are they just gonna bounce it? That deck typically only runs Disruption, not built for counter spells. Yes, I see. I'm a little worried that this deck that we're playing against now is built for counter spells, but I'm still going to play Nyx Lotus if you'll allow me. Senor Tang. Oh, they let me. Beautiful. So I need one more land now, and we can get down Tergrid, and then after Tergrid, if I could hit a Nyx, or not Nyx, sorry, Peer into the Abyss, we already have the Nyx Lotus, then I'm not going to say what I was going to say there, but another, yeah, you hit me with that Brazen Borrower. At least we know they don't have the 2-mana counter spell, you know, because they don't have anything kicked out to the side there. I suppose they could have another Borrower. That would have been the world's worst nightmare ever. Pretty sure I woke up sweating from that dream one time. Eva asked me what happened. I was just mumbling, 4 borrowers, 4 borrowers. Well, hello, Senior Peer into the abyss. We still need one more land though. So that won't cut it. Tell you what though. Tell you what. Oh no, you know what I should have done? Should have played Underworld Dreams. Then we would have had 4 mana left over after that. And then after I played Underworld, I could have played the other card. Alright, I'm sorry everybody. I'm making misplays left and right here. Goldspan. Yikes, that one hurts. That one's a doozy. Still no lands, huh? Still on that number of lands. Hey, getting rid of the Saw It Coming, though. That is beautiful. No matter what you say. Isn't that how the song goes? Love can't bring me down. Y'all don't want to know how I know this stuff, alright? You think you do, but you don't. So if I play this down, we'll have 4 Devotion, which means we'll have 5 mana left, which means I could still play the Tergrid or the Extinction Event or blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, we should definitely play Underworld as it's free, right? Free. Like those commercials. Anyways, here, I think we have to Extinction Event and get rid of the dragon. I would love to play Tergrid, because next turn we can use Pier. But if I don't remove the Goldspan here, they have the Bone Crusher, which is hitting me in the face, okay? I can't stress that enough. So, next to combat, let's see if they're dumb enough to drop a Brazen here. They don't. Alright, well, Freak frack. Let's get rid of that. Goldspan, goodbye. Now, this is going to drop to 3 next turn, which means we're only going to have 7 mana. I don't want to win with Underworld Dreams again. I want to win with Tergrid pulling out their permanents. There's the Brazen. Ye old and Brazen. Yep, smack. Alright, so what do I need then in order to make sure that I can play Tergrid and Peer into the Abyss in one Wham Jam combo? Well, that's not it. Alright, well, they either have the counter magic here or they don't, right? That's just how the cookie crumbles. Let's see it. 1 card in hand. Dun, 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 dun. They also have the Brazen, so if you're wondering what the proc is, it could just be the Brazen, okay? Could just be the Brazen Borrower. Frostbite onto their own creature. Alright, well, that's GG. We do win, which is a nice testament to the deck, right? The fact that you can win while trying to go for the other. Bounce travel, yeah, oh. There we go. I was like, it's very weird for someone to resolve 1 and then be like, But strangely enough, we're climbing. We're climbing. Tebby. Hey, this looks like a decent hand. I wonder how quickly it can go wrong. It's not like we're gonna be stuck on 3 lands all game. Pish posh. That would never happen to I. Good band. Alrighty. Keep. I got a lot of expensive cards in this hand, but yeah, you know, that only signifies that we're gonna draw the lands that we need perfectly. Yeah. Of course, why wouldn't we? Nyx Lotus, hey, I'll take it. If I can hit another land, well, I'll be living La Vida Lotus. Y'all know how that life goes. Typically into the Peer into the Abyss. But hopefully we can find a Tergrid this game. That's, after all, what we've been searching for over an hour. Over an hour. Close to over an hour. I know we had a little intro bit there, whatever. But y'all do get the point of the deck now, I feel like, right? Just imagine Tergrid were on the battlefield instead of the Underworld Dreams, and then you play the Peer into the Abyss, and you get everything. Everything. Alrighty. There we go. I knew that turn 3 play was a doozy. 1 + 2 = 3. Yeah, okay. I've proven it to be true. I'm just messing, Teppy. Don't worry. You take all the time in the world. I won't harass you with your go memes. By the way, if you're a content creator and you're encouraging that sort of behavior, that sort of childlike behavior, please stop. Since the mute button doesn't work, please stop. I would be all fine with people being childish and whatever, but the mute button doesn't work. It never has. Well, I shouldn't say it never has, but it hasn't in a long time, okay? So, don't encourage emote spamming in Arena. It's annoying. Since there is no way to get around it, right? Wolf Willow Haven. Hey there, what you doing? They took out a pier. Are you scared? Are you scared of the combo? You should be. That's a Tergrid, but but we're 1 mana off, as it were. So if I play down Murderers, we still have 3 mana left over with the Knicks. And I'm not talking about the basketball team, the New York Knicks. Sorry if y'all can hear the doggo. Could also play down Rankle. Have 2 mana left over for the Heartless Act. Alright, yeah, let's play down the Rankle. And we probably will use that Heartless Act here. For Blammo. I'm gonna get rid of the Extinction Event because that's how all in on this Tergrid combo I am. That's how all in on the Tergrid combo I am. Alright, so we'll end the turn there. We have the Heartless Act. We got what we want. Got what we need. Oh man, I never swapped the lands to snow lands. That's unfortunate. Alright. Just don't remove my Nyx Lotus. Just don't do it. Because I need that mana, you see? We haven't been the most fortunate in the way of lands. And so, yeah, focus it on the Rankle. Oh, no, wait. No, the Rankle has the same effect. Oh, never mind. We got to land. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Go, Tergrid, go. Just stay alive, baby girl. Just stay alive. You can do it. You can do it. They only have 3 cards. They have 3 cards. Peering to the Abyss, probably still some of the creepiest card art. It is, but you gotta love it for that reason. All right, leave Tergrid alone. Just one turn, Teppy. 1 turn. Come on. Do it for the lulz. Do it for the meme. Do it for the dream. Such an actual bastard. And I don't have the snow to cast Blood on the Snow. Oh. Alright, tell you what we do here. Murderous Rider. Oh, never mind. They're just going to Yorion and then Binding to destroy my Nyx Lotus, and then there goes all my mana. Oh no, it went away. Right, because it was on the 3rd step, not the 2nd. Oh, beautiful. Whew, sigh of relief. Tergrid, baby, I wish I could bring you back with Blood on the Snow. I really, really do. Don't get me wrong. But I can't. So, instead, we're going to look for another copy of you somewhere within thy deck. Let's see. Ah, there she be. There she be. Yeah, let's go ahead and cast the rest. What's that other card in your hand? What is it? It's a land. Nice. Nice. Alright, smack them. Now we have to discard like crazy. Blood on the Snow, Blood Chiefs, land, Underworlds. We do need a Peer into the Abyss, Underworlds, Tergrid, I want you, Tergrid, Elspeth. Don't need another Nyx, don't need another Hagra, get tons of lands, Blood on the Snow, get out of here. We do have 2 Peers. We have to discard 17 cards. What number are we at? We're at 15. Blood Chiefs, and do we have another land? Swamp. Check. Wow, actually I kept way more lands than I should have there. Whoopsie. That's alright. That's fine. No biggie. Mothra. Oh, good golly, it's a Mothra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they have enough to play Yorion as well. Snorrion, Boreon, Yorion. Do it then. No, they're gonna play the wolf. Cool. Cool beans. Cool beans. No, I gotta wait for their turn to do that. Because I don't want them to back out because I'm in a winning position, right? And that's how the opponent always does. They're like, oh, they might win. I better concede. I don't want that. No sirree, so don't concede, Tebby. Tebby. Yeah, Yorion. You're Voskian. Oh, it's happening. It's happening. It's so happening. Just pass it back to your turn. Just pass it back to your turn. Come on. I just restocked your hand, Tebby. As long as they don't have a way to kill me, obviously. That would be kind of bad. Or my Tergrid. Don't take out Tergrid. Oh, no. Oh, no. Alright. Jahan P? Or, yeah, Jahan P? I think that's right. Anyways, we have a pretty good starting hand here, as we do have the Underworld into Nyx Lotus, so, you know, that's already pretty good if we can get to the 4th land. This extra copy of Nyx, of course, is unwanted, unwarranted, but, you know, aside from that, we're looking pretty good. Hopefully we can get our Tergrid down, do that whole little combo. First game, you know, I wouldn't be upset about it. Well, there's Pier, so if we can actually draw a land, that would be cool. Cool beans. Selfless Savior. That one sucks, but it is what it is. Are they going to boast with the Usher again? They are indeed. They're trying to play around the board wipe. Smart. But I don't even have enough mana for the board wipe, so joke's on you, Jahan. So if we do hit a land, would it be wiser to go for the Extinction event, knowing we can only hit half their creatures, or would it be wiser to go for the Nyx Lotus and try to just pop off with Pier? Because that is lethal, isn't it? Ooh, unless they do something like that. That's awkward. Alright, well, I need a land still. An untapped land? Hello? Hey, hiya. There we go. So I'm hitting odd here for sure, right? Because that only leaves them with the 2/1/1 tokens. We're taking the Usher, we're taking the Skyclave, we're taking the Selfless. That's right, and I'm getting the back creature too. A little trade-a-roo. Alright. So we're still in it. We're still there. Now I just get down to Nyx Lotus. We don't really have anything to do. Ooh, that's bad. Alright, bad situation for us. Back here again. Liliana, though, can you... X, where X is the number of cards in your graveyard. Well, I only have one card in my graveyard, so that's not good. Nyx Lotus coming down doesn't really do anything for us, does it? Make us discard a card. Man, I really want to get Tergrid down, though. Hey, I'm thinking, you hold your horse. Oh, wait, can we actually just... Yeah, we can just play Tergrid. Gotcha. Okay, alright. Well, let's swing at him. What you got, then? We're at 5 mana. I didn't even realize we were at that point, so... 2 more mana, we can just pop off with Pier. Just send it at him. I think we're going to use Liliana, though. Try and get rid of... Ooh... Is that GG? Almost. Almost GG. That's a nice. that deserves a nice. That's for sure. Blood Chiefs is pretty good. They can always just equip it to the Halvar, so that's a little hard to do. Now I can go Liliana. Liliana still only minuses 1 off of their creature though. That's the tricky thing here. I can make them discard, but what's the chances that they discard what I want? Let me know that, or let them know that I'm thinking. Creature you control to target creature you control. So they definitely can equip that there. Playing this on Halvar wouldn't have done it. Alright, well, let's discard then, huh? Let's see what they got for us. What if they only have 3 awesome permanents? Then we're in the clear. But I think this is the only option that we have. I've ran through them all. None of them are all that great. Take action. Puts another creature on the board. But again, I think they're going to be able to get the Halvar up into the skies, so none of this is going to really matter. But, you know, we'll swing out. All right. GG, Jahan, GG. They got us, but I gotta say, it felt close. They did take my Underworld Dreams too, and we missed the land draw there a couple times. So, hey, this looks like a pretty normal hand. We got 3 lands. We got some playables. I like it. I like it. We got the Blood Chief's Thirst. Card's such a staple. I knew as soon as I saw it, it was bound to be a staple. It was bound for greatness. Alright, so gonna try and run out these Underworld Dreams first and foremost, because if you can get 2 of those down realistically, you can put your opponent on quite a bit of a timer just in that. But hey, there's kind of the combo already. We have the Underworld Dreams, we have the Peer into the Abyss. Now if we can just get down the mana there in between, you know, a Lotus and a land, as it were. Alright, so we got Classic Gruul. Classic Gruul. Kazandar, Mammoth. Now we could just Blood Chief's Thirst it. I could also go for another Underworld Dreams. Here's the thing though, they gotta have something to follow the Kazandu up, otherwise it would have been wiser to play Bone Crusher, right? So we gotta blast the Kazandu. Cause I'm not trying to have turn 4 Great Hinge, turn 4 Embercleave for like, what damage is that? Like 16 damage? No thank you. No thank you. Not today, hopefully. Not this game at least. So there comes the Bone Crusher. The Crusher of thy bones. Now, do we go ahead and Extinction Event, or do we let them get a little bit more on board first? I think now's the time when we drop Underworld Dreams. We could drop Elspeth's Nightmare, but I'm really waiting for that the Elemental Charger doohickey thing. You know, the 2 mana, whatever. We're waiting for that to happen, and then I can Elspeth's Nightmare and pop that thing off, right? Or maybe even a Edgewall Innkeeper, huh? A little Innkeeper Reno? No? Bone Crusher to the face? You got anything else for me? Great Hinge, yeah, that's a nasty. Nasty. So we're at 5 mana, I need 2 more in order to get to the pier, which means we basically just need to live, right? Live in La Vida Loca, as it were. So they're about to put a ton of cards onto the board from their hand. Crusher's gonna hit us for a lot again. I think I have to wait on the Extinction Event 1 more turn. I know, people, you're calling me crazy. I think we just Elspeth's Nightmare here. Doesn't do what we want it to do, but next turn it allows us to look into their hand. Realistically, I should have done it sooner than what I have already, but y'all know me. I like to play cards to their maximum efficiency as of the time being. which is a bad habit. You really should play more so for the future than for the now. Ooh, that might be GG there. Because you got to remember, they can swing in here and potentially have Embercleave mana, right? Which would be like 12 damage on Goldspan plus another 4 from Crusher is like 16 damage. So if they have it, they have it. You know, there's nothing to be done or said except for GG. All right, well that was fun. Oh, you don't even get to concede now. You just they subject you to that beating. They're like, no.